feeling great, man. I'm feeling great.
Does it feel back to 100%?
Yeah, pretty much. I think I've been feeling a lot better these last couple of weeks and trying to stack some good practices, some good days in a row, trying to get back in the rhythm and feeling a lot better. Appreciate it.
What does it just feel like to have that performance back on the court?
Yeah, it's great. I think it's been a lot of hard work every morning with our training staff and everything. So it's been a long road, and so we knew it was a matter of time before it was going to be that. So being able to see some results is awesome.
Coach said you were really able to get after it these last 2 days of practice. How much of a difference do you think that makes when you head to a game?
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference, I think. Just trying to go through as much game simulation as you possibly can in the days leading up to it. Gives you confidence in just your abilities, trying to get back to what you're able to do, and injuries have a mental impact as well sometimes. So definitely trying to use practice as ability to try and get back confident in my body.
How good did it feel to get back in the starting lineup and feel like you're 100% healthy?
Yeah, it feels great. It feels great. Just trying to do whatever you can to help the team and get my number called a whole lot in the post and have some success there, whether it was myself or finding other people, getting advantages and kind of working from there. So it feels great, and I'm super excited we were able to get this win back and against the team we lost earlier this year.
So this is your first chance at that revenge you just brought up. How did it feel coming into the game? Like, how big of a part of the conversation was that? And then what was it like to actually get it done?
Yeah, it's definitely a big part. We really wanted to try and learn from what we did the first time. We turned the ball over a whole lot, and we let their aggressiveness really dictate a lot of what we were doing. And so I felt like we did a great job of responding and came out with a purpose and really performed well.
You talked about Colin.
Yeah.
You talked about Colin as a point guard again tonight.
Yeah.
How many point guards do you think are on this roster?
Wasn't it Vanderbilt who listed everybody as a point guard? It's everybody. We all got point guards.
What was said at the half? Was anything said that made you guys come out and play a lot better defensively?
I think for us halftime is a lot of player talk too, and so we rely on that. We know our energy is right and we're in a good spot as a team as if we're coming into halftime and we're everybody's contributing, everybody's telling people kind of what they see and out there, and so that was a big part of our conversation. Was obviously going to be defense. The first 4 minutes, I think they had 12 points or something along those lines. So we really didn't come out defensively the way that we wanted to, and so being able to regroup at halftime, it was a big thing. And rebounding again was a big part of what we talked about at halftime, and we were able to respond and get some steals and get on transition, which is when we're at our best.
How good defensively do you think this team can be?
Yeah, I think we got to be a lot more consistent defensively, but I think we're continuing to really work on every little detail about it, and credit to the coaching staff. They've done a really great job of continuing to try and make it it's such a big point of emphasis for us right now, and so we're trying to grow and learn, and we got some really talented guys to be able to do it, and we know we can. We just got to do it more consistently now.
Do you think you've gotten better? I know it's hard to assess with Lamont Jackson out,
Yeah.
but do you think you guys have gotten a lot better on the defensive end?
I think we definitely have. I think we got to do a good job of remembering old stuff that we work on and bringing that into what we want to do. In the next game, and so that's kind of goes along with the consistency there a little bit. I feel like sometimes we work on something for a week and get a lot better at it, right? And then you forget about the next thing that you worked on 3 weeks ago. And so we're trying to make sure we can put it all together and make sure we remember all the things that we've emphasized throughout the year.
Where has somebody like Colin helped you in terms of that defensive role?
Man, I just love how hard he plays. I think for us, we watched some film just a lot of times there's no scheme to fix some of the things that we had on defense, our issues. It's like at the end of the day, it's about elite effort, and that makes a really big difference defensively. And so he had so much by just how hard he plays.
You talked about what it felt like to get revenge tonight. What will it take to do it again on Saturday against Alabama?
They're a super talented team, and we know how fast they like to play, how much they shoot threes, all of those things offensively. I think we got to do a good job of trying to defend at the rim. They shoot a great percentage, 2-point percentage as well. So just trying to limit those things, and I think we'll be able to go in there and try and get one back like we did tonight.
And I think maybe that was your low point as far as that back injury. The first time you guys played, was that fair to say? And
I'd say Georgia. But yes, at that point it was just like a realization I need to get better, a lot better than what I was, for sure.
And just as a competitor, like, how are you looking forward to getting another shot at a team like that?
For sure,
more healthy
for
now?
sure. And obviously my matchup with Grant Nelson, he had a great game, and I'm super excited to step up to that challenge and be able to face him and be able to try and shut him down, because we know how good of a game he had against us here.
Andrew, how big is Ansley for this team? And can you just talk about what it means for him to come in there? I mean, you took the starting spot this week, but he came off the bench and hit 10 points.
Coach Pope also talked about, but we might never have another teammate like Ansley, man. He's super special, and what he does is never fazed by anything, and for him, so coming off the bench just right into the flow and bangs a couple shots for us right when we really needed it in the first half too. He's he's such a special guy, great teammate. It says a lot about this team, and it says a lot about who he is as well.
Has he had that mentality since the very beginning? It seems like he came in kind of knowing everybody assumed you would be the starting forward. He would kind of be in that role. Did it take any transition to get him there?
Yeah, I would probably, talk to him about that. But for him, I think he has, like, all summer, he works so hard as well. And, he'll put up whatever it is, a couple thousand shots, knowing he's got like 4 or 5 threes in a game, and he's going to be ready when that time is called, when his number is called. He's going to be ready, and so we knew that about him coming in even from the summer, and we knew how talented he was, and that he was going to be a big part of this team, and so he's done a great job, and we're looking to continue to lean on him too.
As a fellow big, just how rare is Amari's versatility that he can show? How very
Yeah, I don't think I've definitely not been a part of a team that you can just rely on your 5-man to just bring the ball up and enter offense for you. It's really special what he's doing out there. Not only just that, but defensive rebounding wise, man, he just sets the tone for us, and from the first minute we know he's gonna hit that 5-man in his chest right to start the game, and really grab just a different level of defensive rebounding from him, and so he's been really special, and for us and stepping up as the moments get bigger and bigger. He's rising to the occasion, and he's such a big part of this team.
Sticking on Amari Williams, just how much of an impact has he been on you during this process? I mean, it's been a down couple months with the injury. How has he helped you, and how much of a confidence boost do you get just knowing that you have him there to help you out if there's something's not going your way?
Yeah, man, it's one of my great friends, man. He just is such a great guy, and I love hanging out with him, and have loved getting to know him as much as we have, these past couple months, and so, I love being able to rely on someone like that. He's so consistent in what he does, and obviously played in the same league against each other. Jackson felt like we knew each other before this even, and I just knew how good of a player he was, and to be able to see it and be a part of it on the same team is really, really cool for me.
He told us this has probably been the quickest season he's had in his college career. Would you say the same for you? It's gone by pretty fast.
Yeah, it has gone by really fast. I'm really sad. Guess we only got 2 more games in Rupp, right? Something like that, I think too. So that's pretty devastating to already hear those words. I wasn't expecting that to happen so quickly. So.
How have you seen Amari's game evolve from just a physicality standpoint, I guess, especially going back to those early days of college with
right.
him?
I mean, he's a beast. He is a beast. I think my favorite part is just he gets salty pretty quickly, and we really love that. When Amari's salty, we're in a good spot. So I just love that about him, and that certainly fuels the physicality that he plays with as well too.
Is he quite salty? I can't imagine him being loud.
Yeah, not super loud, but no, you can tell we're like that's when we know we're in a good spot in a game. You just see him, he's rolling, and you can tell when he gets a little salty. So
Does that only happen